you?
Very well, thanks.
Busy?
Yeah, it has been.
A little bit?
Yeah, but not filming today, so very happy to
Oh, that's very good. Well, thank you for spending time this morning to chat to me. Congratulations on the show. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, we had some really good reviews and lots of great feedback. So we're very pleased today.
It's a great format. Like, it must be different for you to be able to chat to somebody and spin off what comments they're chatting to you about, rather than you just talking to yourself almost.
Yeah, I don't know how we do. If we had to do 200 episodes of me just talking to a camera, that'd be brutal, actually.
It's a real skill.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, and how long did it take to film the latest?
We're still going. So we've been shooting now for getting on 6 months already. Maybe not quite that long. Actually, maybe about that long. And we're still going. So we'll have another couple of months to go.
Wow. And how does that work with your family life? How does that work with you and your cooking for your family? How do your dinner times look?
It can help, actually. Sometimes I'll try and make whatever we're shooting last that day. Yeah. I'll kind of plan that for dinner, because I live just 5 minutes from the studio. So quite often we'll cook the last whatever we're making for the last episode. I'll throw it in a Tupperware, bring it home for dinner.
Oh, genius!
But it is great, because the other shows that I've done in the past, they've all kind of been travel related. So it's a lot of time away. And if we finish, at 6:30, sometimes we finish at 6:30. It's a bit hard to try and cook anything after that, because the kids like to eat around that time. So, but I mean, more often than not, we're finishing a bit earlier in the day. And so I actually do have time to cook when I get home.
Oh, amazing. And what would be your go-to dinner, or when you're super stressed and you're time limited, what would be your go-to?
We probably, I wouldn't even say it's a recipe. It's things like we just grill a bit of salmon and eat it with some rice and some vegetables, or lamb chops and that kind of thing, or just something really simple, teriyaki chicken, that kind of stuff. It's when I think you're pressed for time, you don't want anything that takes too many processes or too many anything. And we have such good ingredients in Australia. I think it's that's all you really need to do. Like, literally just like the dish that we had on the show last night that I call Family Plate. It really is just get a few ingredients, grill them, and then there was a lemon pepper yogurt that kind of ties it all together. And that's pretty much what we do most nights.
Yeah. And your kids are cool eating that? Are they?
They eat all kinds. They're really good eaters, actually.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Because we've got my husband's a really good cook, fortunately, because I'm really crap. And we have your big pot book, and we love that because it's
great,
efficient, delicious. You can kind of add anything from the fridge. So we just absolutely love it.
That's the idea. Thank you.
We actually have a big influence in our family, because I'm just standing in our kitchen, and when we were renovating, as I said, my husband's a really good cook, and he was looking for a gas stove, and he was dead against induction. And we saw you were doing something with ASCO, and you were.
That looks like the ASCO with the wok burner and the forward induction. They're great, actually. They're good.
Yeah,
really
he absolutely loves it. So we need to thank him for that. Otherwise, we would have gone down the whole other path. But yeah, when we first put it in, and he started cooking, I remember I was in the bedroom and I heard him just going, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And I raced in. He was like, "This is the best thing ever." Like, he was just amazed at, like, just the control, and having the wok burner as well. Like, just
excellent.
Best of both worlds.
Excellent.
Yeah. I know you're short for time. The other question I was going to ask you, and I was speaking to Sylvia Colocker about this as well, is, do you ever get asked out to dinner by your friends? Do you ever get asked, like, do people cook for you?
Old friends do.
Okay.
Yeah. It used to be no. Like there's probably like my best mate who was best man in his wedding. He cooks for me.
Yeah.
We do sometimes actually. You know what? It's quite depressing now that I think about it. I'm trying to think who are the people that I'm not related to that have me over for dinner. It's really my best mate and about 2 other people, and that's about it.
Bizarre, isn't it? It's we find that, and we find that with us. Like people just feel like they need to compete, but it's just you find when you this is when I cook a little bit, but when someone else cooks for you, you enjoy it no matter what it is. It's yeah.
You try not to critique it, right?
Well, everybody critiques everything now thanks to MasterChef. I think that everyone's got a whole new spin on, what a meal should look like and be plated like. Everyone's a critique. Yeah. So when you go out to eat, how does that work? Do people watch you, or waiting for your reaction, or?
Look, it's usually more the diners, the other diners that are around. They'll look to see what I order, and then maybe they'll try and order that, or they'll make a comment like the restaurant must be good if you're eating here, kind of thing. That happens quite a lot.
Oh, that's insane. Do you find that hard to deal with? Do you ever just want to go out and be anonymous? Can you do that? Go out and be anonymous?
Not so much in Australia, I would say, but I mean, it's not like I'm the most recognizable face in the country, but
a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I don't mind it. My interactions with people in public are almost always positive. And so I don't mind that. I think I'm a pretty naturally friendly guy, so I don't mind people saying hello and that kind of thing.
Oh.
But I do like my family time, and sometimes I might not be as keen to stop and chat if I'm sometimes I'm wrangling 3 hungry kids and I've got to I've got somewhere to be and something to do, but if I've got time to chat I usually do.
Awesome. And what would be, if someone were to cook for you, what would be your favorite meal? What would you be craving? Like what sort of a dish would you?
I like the occasion more so than the dish. If I go to a friend's house, actually what I probably most eat when I go to someone else's house for dinner is like American barbecue, like smoked brisket and stuff like that, because I have a few friends that really like that, and they'll put some brisket or ribs or something into a smoker and call me around 8 hours later, 15 hours later, however long it happens to be. And that's what I really like, going out around to people's places for something like that.
Yeah, like you said, it is the occasion, and it's the whole socializing and it's a different dynamic when someone's cooking for you. And does your wife ever cook?
She does. She cooks a lot. She's a very good cook.
Oh, amazing.
No, she and I like the same kind of food, so we tend to, I really like her cooking. I just probably the only reason I cook at home probably more than she does is that I'm just a bit faster at it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the hard things for people with cooking. It's not the actual cooking, it's like the chopping up and the working out what to do and the making sure that it's kind of going in the right direction. And that's I guess what I maybe have the edge on my wife on that, but so it's just more efficient for me to do most of the cooking at home.
Yeah, definitely. That I understand that totally. I'm very much follow the recipe, and I can't deviate, so I can't sort of think on my feet and substitute. It's so I can completely relate. And with your kids as well, do you set out like their meals for a week, or is it just on the fly?
We're pretty on the fly, just because my schedule's not as I guess set as it might be. I don't have a regular 9-to-5 job, so some days I'm at the studio, some days I'm out doing other things. So I'm not always home, and I'm not always not home. So we have to adapt quite a lot, but we've become pretty good at it. We shop probably 3 or 4 times a week, and from there, I can pretty much put a meal together with whatever we have.
Yeah. And who would be your food hero? Or do you have many?
No, honestly, it's people like my grandma and stuff. You know, I think about, I think about my mum when we were sort of 7 kids in the house, and she was working full time, and we'd come home and still have dinner for 7 kids, and like that's, I've got 3 little ones, and I know how hard it can be to do that. I just, to be able to do that every day in, day out for years and years and years. And, this was the days before Uber Eats and getting delivery. And I can't remember getting delivery of anything at our house growing up ever.
Yeah, it's a completely different time, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And it used to be like the one weekly grocery shop, so that stretched the whole week. There wasn't the convenience of racing to a store. Yeah, it's definitely heroes. I think our parents at that. It's completely alien to us that we can just on the fly go and pick up a roast chicken. I mean, when I was growing up,
right,
like roast chicken was like the your occasional meal, and now it's so readily
$5 at the supermarket.
It's absolutely crazy. So after that, you've got 6 months more of filming. Do you have any?
Just a couple more months. Yeah, I think.
Months?
Yeah.
What happens after that? Do you take a break, or are you looking to potentially shoot overseas again? If that all comes back on board.
I'd like to have a little break, to be honest. There are quite a few other projects I'm working on that'll come out towards the end of the year that I can't really announce yet. So, but it's a fun show to make, the Cook Up, but it is a long show to make, and I think when you get off a long project like this, I'd like to put my feet up for at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but from the sounds of it, like you've got your cookbooks, you've got your column in the Sunday papers, you always seem to be on TV. It seems like you can't stop.
Yeah, it's all going really well for me, but I need to try and find some time to relax a little bit as well.
To disconnect. What do you do to disconnect? Do you?
I like family time. We go camping. We we do a lot of stuff like that. Do a lot of sports and things. So I guess I don't. Obviously, we can't travel too far away, but a nice road trip with the family, a bit of camping, maybe a bit of golf or something like that. That sounds like a good break to me.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting. I really appreciate it, because I know how busy you are, and congratulations on the new show. It's amazing. Your interaction, you can just see how genuine you are with I've only seen Colin, but it just I think it's a winner.
No, it's just a nice show to make. Like, it really does feel like when we set out to make it, was you want it to feel like you've got a couple of friends that come over, and you're cooking in your own kitchen, and that's literally what it feels like every day. So I love making it.
Yeah, I've had a quick look on the SBS website to see your upcoming guests and the all the recipes that are coming up. It's like, yes, and you've got the one coming up with. Oh, his name escapes me, but the cool guy from Vic's Meats.
Oh, Anthony Kuharich, yeah.
And you've got the cheeseburgers recipe.
Yeah. Those cheeseburgers are fabulous.
Oh my God, they're insane. We over COVID, we started ordering home delivery of Vic's Meats.
Yep.
And those the potato buns and just the sauce and everything, insane.
You're not the first person to tell me that. I think those
addicted.
They're universally loved, those burgers.
Absolutely, amazing comfort food. I think that got us through COVID.
Yes.
Well, is getting us through COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Adam. So lovely to chat. And my Adam says hello, and just big love, and just such big fans.
Thanks, Nikki. Cheers.
Thank you. See you.
Okay.
Bye.